it going, everybody? Today we are taking out the halogen low beams, high beams, and fog lights and replacing them all with LED lights. So let's unbox and we'll get right into it. So we got the Fahren Foreigners. It's one of their mid-tier kits. It is an H11 and a 9005 combo kit. So we got them right here. So this is for both low beams and high beams in my vehicle. All of the lights have their little fan in the back, and then a resistor and a plug. The reason I got these is I know a couple people that have Fahren kits. They seem pretty decent off Amazon, but these ones actually have adjustable collars, which does not matter for my low beam, but for my high beam application, the 9005s, in my vehicle they don't go in normal. If I put just a standard non-adjustable collared light in, it's kind of cocked to the side, so it doesn't have a very good beam pattern. So these you can actually get in with an Allen key, adjust the collar, and then put the bulb in the correct orientation. Awesome kit right there. And then we have some fog lights from Auxito. I like the design of these. They have the dual LED chips, so they're in the correct orientation. Once you put them in, they'll be at 9 and 3. They're pretty small form factor comparatively to some of the other kits that just have tons of LEDs and projectors and stuff. But these are also a yellow color, so we'll see how these guys look. So let's go. Alright, so for our baseline, here is low beam with fog lights on. These are both stock halogen bulbs, and here are the high beams on, which automatically turns the fog lights off. These are LED high beams, but I'll add pictures of why these don't really work perfectly for my car's application. When aligning bulbs inside the headlight housing, the filament or LED chip should be facing the 3 and 9 o'clock position for the best beam pattern. These LEDs are facing 11 and 5 and cannot be adjusted, so the beam pattern is subpar. So tool-wise, nothing required, but a zip tie gun never hurts for cleaning up the little resistor packs here. And all we're going to do is twist open our dust covers, pop those out, twist our bulbs out, and we can unhook these and grab our new bulbs, which these are the ones we are going to have to adjust, so I'll play around with them, adjusting the collar so that way they are oriented correctly in the housing. Alright, so we have our first high beam in. I'm going to throw up a photo of the orientation. I actually just guessed and got it right the first time. We're going to just shove everything right in there and put this dust cover back on, like so. And we'll pop over to the low beam for the same exact thing. We're just going to twist it off, pop it out, and then we can twist our bulb. We'll do the same thing. We'll just unplug this and plug back in our new bulb. So the low beams do not need any adjustment. Just screw it right in. Then we'll grab factory plug, plug it right in, tuck everything away, and we'll put this dust cover right back on. Alright, so there is both high beam and low beam installed. Midway comparison against the stock halogens and a different aftermarket LED high beam. Alright, so we just finished adjusting the high beams. So here is just the low beams. There is the high beams, and let's get started with the fog lights. So it may not be the most efficient way to change out the fog light bulbs, but I know I can't reach it from inside the engine bay, and I don't feel like crawling around underneath my car right now. So I'm going to take out this little plastic retaining clip, and then we can remove this entire plastic trim piece here. use a 10mm wrench to take these two bolts to remove the fog light housing and the adjuster screw right here. You can use a flathead or a Phillips in that. You just thread that out. Alright, so once we have all of those removed, we can remove the fog light assembly, unplug the bulb, twist our old halogen bulb out, and we can take our new LED bulb, twist that right in, make sure it's secure, plug it back in. Then we're just going to check to see if the polarity is correct on the LED bulb and that it works, and then we'll just put those two screws back in and tighten the adjuster, snap back on the trim piece, and put the retaining pin clip back right in there. Here is the finished result in the daytime. LED yellow fog lights and a 6000 cool white LED low beams and high beams. I apologize for not recording more in depth about the adjustment of the high beams. The collar that locks the bulb into the housing can be loosened with the provided Allen key and then can be rotated so that when the LED is installed, the chip is facing the correct way, as shown in these photos right here. Wrapping up the video, I'm going to show some nighttime pictures with the new LEDs installed. I'm going to throw up some photos comparing the old versus the new bulbs, and I'm going to end out the video with some driving clips, first showing off the old light setup and then showing off the new LED light setup. I've had these lights installed for about 3 weeks now, and the performance and the added visibility has been amazing. I can see a lot better while driving at night. And I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.